like they need an electric guitar, a bunch of speakers, and they need to scream in order to overcome us.
Where's your tolerance? This happens every time they do this. Every time they go to a campus, it always turns out like this. Always. Oh my god.
TFP Student Action. A little bit of backstory for this channel. I used to be a mild fan of this channel. I found these guys near the end of my anti-SJW days. I found them through their anti-abortion videos. Because they're a group, it's basic, from what I understand, it's like a Catholic church, well, a Catholic school. And they're like, they are what you would expect a Catholic school to be. Very anti-LGBT, very anti-abortion, all that, anti-feminist, just all of that. And they and what they do is they go like on little trips around the country, doing these little protests against abortion, against homosexuality, against trans stuff, just against a lot of things that the left advocates for. And I found their channel through their anti-abortion videos. Because I was a very well, I still am an anti-abortion person. I don't like abortion at all. It's probably something that may not ever be purged from my ideology. However, when it comes to abortion, like, my stance is more on a my stance against it is more of an economic thing. Or like, I understand why most abortions even happen in the first place. It's mostly because of poverty. So, if me knowing that I don't like abortion, and I would like there to be less and less abortions, what's the best thing to do to stop abortion? Destroy poverty. Attack poverty. Make sure poverty is less severe. Do everything we can to fight against poverty, rather than fight the symptoms of poverty. So yeah, that is where my advocacy lies. So I'm more concerned with poverty than I am with abortion itself. That is my take on abortion. But back then, I would find these guys entertaining because I agreed with their like anti-abortion protests and some of their shit arguments that are like against abortion. And like I went in some of the campuses that they go to, some of the people will start acting out and wilding out and just be overall nutcases. But these guys will also be completely nutcases, but in a completely different fashion. And most of their little adventures end in sheer chaos, which is wildly entertaining. No matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, these guys are remarkably entertaining. They know how to stir up conflict, and it's great. So, what I'm going to be looking at is another. So now that I'm against their whole, just pretty much everything that they stand for, I'm gonna be looking at their channel through a more critical eye and also making fun of their talking points. Probably also gonna be criticizing some of the talking points of the people that they encounter on the street. So we'll see. Let's go. See how this plays out.
Gender ideology contradicts basic biology. Stand up for the truth.
No. It really doesn't. When you look at gender, it's a social construct. Sex is biological. Gender is not. So saying that gender contradicts basic biology is like saying having a name contradicts basic biology. It's the same it's the same kind of shit. Because no, having a name doesn't contradict basic biology. So does gender. It does not contradict basic biology. We recognize difference between the biological sexes. So no, we're not contradicting anything. And even being trans, like, it hinges on my awareness of my biology. So, like, that's where gender dysphoria comes from. Because otherwise I would just be delusional, which I'm not. So, yeah. Holy fucking, that is loud. Okay. Yeah, they're a good Christian channel, so they do not allow cursing. Like, what? Okay, come on. Be reasonable, guys. Just uncensor the shit. I know Christian channels that criticize, like, leftist stuff, and they allowed the cursing from the opposite side to be on their YouTube channels. It's not that big of a deal. Stop being a bunch of prudes. Did you just complain that she's not arguing? Bitch has places to be. Shut the fuck up.
So what's the flyer look like?
10 reasons why transgenderism is a family's worst enemy.
How? Wait, let me read this first one. Transgenderism is tyrannical. On May 13th, 2016, the Obama administration issued a sweeping diktat ordering all public schools to allow members of one biological sex to use the showers, locker rooms, and restrooms of the opposite sex. In one fell swoop, the federal government imposed transgender public. And I was talking about bathroom shit. Can't see the rest of it. It's all cut off. I would like to have this pamphlet, to be honest with you. Might be on the website. I would like to read it. Like, I swear to God, I know it's probably gonna go into like what? Trans women raping women in the bathroom? Like, no. I mean, what? The only things they have is like what, 1 or 2 cases? Even though trans women are more likely to be sexually assaulted when they're in the wrong bathroom. And hell, I'm pretty sure they even get sexually assaulted when they're in the correct bathroom. So, no, this is really stupid.
I like that right there.
Stop transgender bathrooms?
Yes, sir. Nah, sir. Seriously, I really think that one was very, very important. The truth will set everything free and everyone.
What?
I like that one.
The truth. No arguments. You're gonna elaborate it? Like what's wrong with it? I don't. Bruh.
Have a great one too.
Thank you.
The truth will set you free.
This is like really dumb. I don't know like what you think you're doing. I'm a devout Catholic for many years and I support none of it.
You're obviously not.
I like this bitch. I'm also, well, I'm not Catholic, but I'm Christian, so I like this bitch. Kind of. I don't support any of this shit.
Security is for everybody. This is ridiculous. We're not in like literally in the 1700s.
Well, you just said we're at a Catholic university.
Yes, we are.
So why are you so surprised that we're supporting Catholic teaching?
Huh. What is Catholic teaching to you? I'm pretty sure there are plenty of like actual devout Catholics that are pro LGBTQ. So like, so being pure Catholic is bigotry, right? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know shit about this school. I don't know what their curriculum is. But like, I don't. What is this argument?
I'm surprised because there are ways for the Catholic Church to, you know, the current Pope actually being more progressive so as not to lose following. You have to like modify with the times. You can't stay in an antiquated worldview.
But our Lord said we are not of this world because our ideal is to go to heaven.
So to get to heaven, shit on and bash queer people. Got it.
It's not this earth.
So hateful. What the is your problem?
I really don't understand. Like, Jesus Christ, this bitch.
So someone spat at you?
Yeah. So I was offering them a flyer, and then he just looked down and spat on my leg.
Honestly, I think that's fucked up. I don't like it. Why would why would you do that? I mean, you don't have to like his like what they're doing, what they stand for. Can we not like assault people for it? Like shit, I'm pretty sure this is their freedom of speech. Like you can I would love to see these people in real life so I can just like so I can just debate their shit ideas in person and not spit on their leg. Like, why are we? I don't know, man. That's just disgusting. Can we not engage in assault? What are they blurring? Is it because she's wearing shorts? Are they that prudish? I swear, I promise you, I know that they're blurring shorts. I swear. Really? You're so prudish you don't want to see people in shorts? Yo, that's ridiculous. I know, probably not even.
It's ridiculous. They have no argument, so they have to play this stuff to replace that.
Yeah, that's the only thing they can do is try to drown us out, but you can't drown out truth, right?
What is your definition of truth? They keep on talking about that. You can't drown out truth. The truth will set you free. What is the truth? Just say it. You think you think transgenders are degenerates, and you think we're demons that are trying to destroy the foundations of your perfect white evangelical society.
You all are doing?
Oh, you actually want to debate instead of just blasting rock music.
Yeah, I want to debate because the fact is that the majority of trans people who transition
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like her mannerisms. Immediately. I know this is like a natural thing for her, but like the way she comes across as like extremely condescending and preachy, and I swear the moment she starts behaving this way, they're gonna write off her arguments automatically. Just even if she's correct in everything she says, even if she articulates it perfectly, they're gonna dismiss everything she says just because of her mannerisms and the way she delivers her message. I'm sorry to be like nitpicky about mannerisms, but when you're trying to deliver certain arguments, you really cannot like couple those things with like this type of behavior, mannerism, because it's just it makes the argument look bad, and attaching it to that is just like really, I don't know. You got to come to it from a better angle.
are happy with their transition. The people who are not able to access their transitional care are more likely to kill themselves. You won't want trans people to kill themselves.
True. They would much rather that I just kill myself, to be honest. Like, they don't want to live in a society where I exist because it makes them uncomfortable to be around me. It's like, oh, you're not supposed to wear that. You're not supposed to look like that. You were born with the penis. No, don't do. Oh God, it's gross. Please stop. Just be away from me. Kill yourself. Anything. Just get away. I don't like it. That's what's going on in their minds. I know.
Believe that? Then you need to read this stat here about the high suicide rate.
Yeah, they're suicidal because of what you people do. You tell them that they're not
You
real.
can't prove that.
Listen.
You can't.
She's right. She's absolutely right. The suicide comes from the social stigma, not from like transitioning and regretting it. Like the regret is very, 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 very low.
prove that. It's delusional.
Biologically, is Bruce Jenner a man?
I am done with this argument.
Why-
Walk away. I have.
Why is she screaming in his face? The correct answer would be yes, Bruce Jenner is biologically male. But, god damn it. Lord, he tripped me up with this man. This is how they get you. They start with the name. Caitlyn Jenner is a woman, but is biologically male, yes. Anytime, bruh, they always dead name, they always say he, God, and it gets me confused every time. That's how they get you.
Evidence, or she's a woman, she's transitioned, but you don't care about that. You just care about spreading hateful ideology to 18 and 22-year-olds who have suffered throughout their entire lives, and you don't give a
She's spreading the truth.
God, she is triggered liberal personified right here. I swear to God, even if she's right, and I didn't even think she's not, and she's right, but like she's not giving the full, actual, legitimate argument. So she just comes off as a crazy fucking lunatic. But it happens. I mean, people can't like. People get tripped up. People get emotional. People just like don't. And they're really, and I understand why she's like this. I mean, she's passionate and she cares about us, so I understand why she gets like this.
You are not spreading the truth, you are spreading hate!
You're the one confusing children.
Confusing
You're
children.
propaganda.
It's not propaganda. You're confusing children with your propaganda. Sorry, son, but we're born that way. I am living proof that we are born that way. I repressed it for years until it came out in the most sudden way possible. So like, there's no way you can just teach this to people. I was never taught this because I thought I was okay with being a cisgender male until like the gender dysphoria just hit me. Didn't ask for it. It just happened. That's just how it is for anyone that's trans. It's not like they were born asking for it. It's not like they were taught to be that way. It just happens. And it can be repressed. But eventually, when you repress it, it'll come out.
Children are confused because you tell them they can only be one thing or something else from the moment they are born. You are confusing children.
Damn, she's right. You can't change science! What she's talking about is not based on biology. It's based on society. Because anytime like you're born with a penis, then you get to play with these specific pieces of plastic. You get to wear these specific pieces of cloth. You get to behave in this specific fashion. You can't behave like this because you're less of a man or you're less of a woman. You can't cry because you'll be less of a man. You can't well, women are allowed to actually be like tomboys, so they don't really get as much of this shit as men do. You can't wear high heels because you're a man. You can't wear crop tops because you're a man. All of this, you can't wear pink because you're a man. All of this dumb shit. This is what she's referring to when she says you're forcing kids to be a certain way when they're born. That's what she's saying. It's not biologically based.
Geneticists who are far smarter than you agree that there is more than two sexes from birth. They agree that trans people.
She's right, but we are. You gotta understand the terminology. It's a bimodal distribution of sexes. This is why there are cisgender women that are born with abnormal levels of testosterone, or why I believe that there are some men that are born that have uteruses and they can go through their entire life not realizing that they have such.
Prove that gender binaries are not as simplistic as you think you are. Can you please step away?
Who are you actually hoping to convince with this? Like, do you think this is actually gonna say, oh, you know, I changed my mind? You know, transgenders are living in...
No, it really doesn't change people's mind. You know what it does? It forces us to repress it. That's all it does. You can't teach us to stop being trans. You just force us to repress our identity. That's all you're doing. You're hurting us. That's literally, you're hurting people. because when you force us to repress it, it gives us no avenues to explore our identity, our gender identity, or like who we are. So like when it comes at a later point in life, it's just leads to a lot of confusion and also fear of backlash for stepping outside of something you have grown up with, knowing for a long ass time.
They gotta change.
We meet students every day who change their mind.
Really?
Yes.
Because of you?
They don't change their
Because
mind.
they're open-minded. Yes, that's why.
Open-minded? Oh my god. It's not. Oh lord. Bro, going to their side is choosing to be closed-minded. That's what it is. They're not being open-minded. They're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna put a lock on this, on this part of my mind. I'm gonna be a conservative now. I'm going to not be transgender.
We're in the public forum. We're having a discussion, a debate, and we've met students who have changed their mind. Yes.
The work you're doing is
I
so
doubt it.
important, and never stop doing it, because even if you only change one mind on this campus, that's one fewer person who is, you know, going to the trans marches, etc. than before.
One less person going to trans marches. The fall of society, people going to trans marches.
Thank you very much. It's good to have the bagpipes, right?
Yeah, they think they got something on us with
Oh,
the speaker, but
this is a thing that they do often. Bagpipes! Every day! Obnoxious! Loud! Annoying bagpipes! They do it all the time! Every time somebody brings a good argument, they play their bagpipes loudly! It's annoying!
the bagpipes overpower the speakers by far.
Oh yeah, it totally drowns it out.
This is the part of bagpipes.
Are you okay?
Fuck your bagpipes.
So good, are you
You
okay?
alright? You don't look good.
I'm having a great time.
Don't touch him.
This is what I mean when I say it usually devolves into chaos. This is a really good face to pause on.
Don't touch him. Do not touch him. Hey, you're stepping on my foot.
Can you get away?
That's
Get away, please.
that's
Public
obnoxious.
sidewalk. There's a public
That's really that hurts my ears. Ow.
And says, "Get away from me."
No,
With
we're
a
saying
siren
we're walking up
playing.
and saying get off our campus because no one wants you here. Literally nobody.
There's a lot of
Jeez.
people that came up and said we're
Personal
happy to have
space.
you here. But you don't want to hear that. You're excluding them.
What? Wait, what was that argument? What was that argument?
Campus because no one wants you here. Literally nobody.
There's a lot of people that came up and said we're happy to have you here. But you don't want to hear that. You're excluding them.
My rebuttal. Ready for it? Best rebuttal I can come up with. Who cares? Who cares? So what? If they want you there. I love you here. What about them? What about the people, the two people that like us? What about them? Who gives a fuck? That doesn't matter. I will say this though, like I said before, this is their freedom of speech, so they're allowed to do this. She's also allowed to say and walk up to them and say get the fuck out. So I don't know. Like, hey, if she doesn't want them there, she doesn't want them there. I don't know.
Gender.
They don't have to listen to her too. They really don't. Look at this dude. Oh god, here we go. I think I remember this dude
It's a
too.
spectrum, unlike sex, but you don't care about.
He's wrong. Sex is a spectrum. It's a bimodal distribution. So yes, it actually is a spectrum. He's half right. he was almost there at actually delivering the actual argument, but he missed the mark on the last part.
That you're just repeating.
Invented by John Money in 1950. Never
Everything
in
was invented
scientific.
by someone at some point. my
Never,
guy.
never
Yeah, I agree with him.
in scientific literature before that. ever. Let me break it down why it's delusional. If I think that I am General George S. Patton, and I truly believe that, I am delusional.
That's not.
Again, we're not delusional. Gender dysphoria hinges on my awareness of my biological sex. That is not delusional. Delusional would be me thinking right now I have a vagina and tits. But the fact that me and 99.9% of trans women will go out of our way to take hormones, to get the surgeries, any kind of medical anything, to form ourselves into the shape and the being that matches who we are. That's not delusional. Because if we were, we wouldn't be doing any of that. We would just be already thinking that we have booba and vagina. This is such a dumb argument.
That's not how gender works, you.
You right, quit. Yo, these are shorts that they're censoring. Prudes. That hurt my ears, and I wasn't even there. Ooh, God. I'm pretty ear sensitive. Oh, God.
It's kind of funny that the fact that they need an electric guitar, a bunch of speakers, and they need to scream in order to overcome us.
Honestly.
What? I don't. This is such a victim mentality. It's like, they have to do all this just to overcome our grand power. What? Oh, they're trying to annoy you so hard that you leave. That's all it is. They're trying to shout over your shouting. So they can do that. Freedom of speech. Get fucked.
Your rosary's the best thing right now. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Hey, bitch, y'all started shouting first. Don't get mad when people retaliate back. Like, y'all already started up there chanting, holding up signs. Gender ideology contradicts basic biology. Y'all started it. They retaliated, and they were greater in numbers. Get fucked. Bring a bigger army next time. And
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray.
And thus, I present to you complete, utter, chaotic clownery. I'm not just talking about the conservatives, I'm talking about the people on the campus as well. They are engaging in chaotic behavior. Yo! I just realized they forgot to censor it right here. You see the chick in the shorts in the background right there? That's what they're censoring. They're so prudish they think this is gross. Think about it. Let that sink in. They forgot to censor the shorts. And this is what they look like. What? They're so sad. They're so sad. You got dancing, you got chanting, you got megaphones. Ow. You got colored hair. What are they censoring here? She's wearing pants. Like, I don't... Oh! Are they censoring a crop top? Please tell me they're not censoring a crop top. Oh my god, no. Oh, are they this prudish? No! Oh, they were just censoring her ass. I get it. I get it. I get it. Really? Really? Asses exist? I'm sorry that asses make you uncomfortable. If she didn't pull her pants down, did she? Then if she did, I would understand why, but I don't think I saw her pull her pants down. Was she just wait, come on. She's cute, by the way. No, she was not. No, her pants would not pull. What the fuck? What? I don't. The asses bother them. they're so prudish. Ass. The butt makes them gets them triggered. Oh my god. Oh my
Forgive us our sins. Save us
This
from the
is
fires of hell.
chaotic. Putting the trans flag in front of the degenerate science is based. This happens every time they do this. Every time they go to a campus, it always turns out like this. Always. Help. I'm a Christian too. Did you say that? Why is he trying to block her face off with the sign? I mean, she is invading personal space, so I guess that is personal space. This whole situation is literally a no argument situation. Now it has evolved into who can scream the loudest. Literally, it has evolved to that. And he can play it back. What? Oh, can we not? Are you guys gonna censor the middle fingers? That's vulgar language. Guys, I'm offended. Help, please. The middle fingers are hurting my Christian soul. Help. Save me. I need the censors. Oh, another one. Oh god. Help. More liberal madness. Okay. Just play. That's a rat. They're just dog. They think they're clever. they're trying desperately to throw like typical lefty talking points back at the left, thinking that it's going to work. Like, that's harassment. Don't do that. That's harassment. Stop. You guys look silly when you do it. It doesn't work when you do it. Please stop. Where's your tolerance? They do this every time. They throw in like these they take like the lefty the stereotypical lefty talking points and try to throw it back at them like it's like it works. What? No. I'm sorry. They're not gonna tolerate your intolerance. Oh, please. How they do you? You don't tolerate transgender people or any LGBT. What? More harassment. Should I call this harassment? To be fair, it technically is harassment, but like nobody's really being hurt necessarily. I mean, yeah, they did get spit on, but and yeah, they are invading personal space. A lot of them are, which is kind of cringe in my opinion. I don't think you should do that. But the yelling and the and they're holding up the flags and stuff, I don't have a problem with. They're allowed to do that. The screaming, the yelling, and these guys are allowed to be. I think they're allowed to be on campus. I don't know. Like other than the getting invading personal space and the spitting, then it's not really harassment. but the screaming and the chanting and the protesting, not harassment, not at all. America. God, this is a lot of people. Like, okay, let me ask you a question, alright? Which side looks crazier to you? The colorful group of people, like, getting emotional, angry, and reacting and yelling at these weirdos? Or these, fucking creeps, mostly white, wearing the same uniform, performing a loud chant screaming about America, family, and property? With the most stone-faced, cold, like lizard, emotionless expressions. I'll leave that up to you to decide. I'm sorry. He looks so. God, he looks like a fucking robot. He's like standing there, like still stiff, just like, get out of my face. Get out of my face. I don't like that. Please don't do that. This is a lizard. They're lizard people.
I'm
going to call the police for harassment. Like, the worst they did to you was get in your face and spit on you. That was about it. I don't know if this will warrant police action. It is harassment. I do believe that especially the spitting part, it is classified as actual harassment. So I don't know. Like, only what, 2 people spit? So I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. It really, well, actually, I wouldn't want to get spit on, so yeah. Like, to be fair, with the ideologies that these people have, they kind of deserve it. But even in saying that, I wouldn't do that to someone, and no one should ever do that to another person. I think that's just really gross, disgusting, and disrespectful. And it does nothing. And I repeat, it does nothing to serve trans people or the trans community whatsoever. All it does is just stir up even more hate and give them more ammunition to malign the left.
Do not follow us. Do not follow us.
Hey, guess what? We're gonna be back. Bye.
They're gonna be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger? These people are insane. They bumped into me. It's horrible. How could they do this? My soul, it hurts. My lizard heart, it hurts.
Hot one.
Yeah, it was. More than ever, we must stand up for the truth. For God's natural order.
For God's
for the
natural
family.
order?
Just highlights how we need to stand strong and not cower to these bullies.
These
God
bullies.
bless you.
Ah, yes. God. The most pro-nuclear family activists. Jesus Christ. These people wield my faith and use it to bash a marginalized group of people, and it fucking sickens me to my core. Really. Because all you do is just spread hate, and you use God and Christ to spread this type of hate, and it's just disgusting. It's an insult to me as a trans person, and an insult to me as a Christian. You're basically trying to tell me that Jesus hates me for who I am, and I'm going to go to hell for who I am. No. But yeah, that's it. I will be covering this channel a lot more because it always results in just pure entertainment.